Here we are, day 3 of our Disney Fantasy Vacation, and today is all about Palo versus Remy. We started off with brunch at Palo, where we tried everything from secret menu items, incredible entrees, the famous chicken parm, and some incredible desserts. Later that evening, we headed straight to Remy for an amazing dinner and to see if it's really worth the price. From the Michelin-starred menus made by the head chef of Victorian Albert's at the Grand Floridian, to the incredible selection of champagne, we spent the money to see which is best so you don't have to. So, who's going to take home the title in this onboard battle of culinary craftsmanship? Join us to see who comes out on top. So we just got to Palo for brunch, and they're literally telling us we could eat whatever we want, as much as we want. So, do we test that theory, or?
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, no. And he apologized for our terrible view. So.
Two small antipasta selection plates. There is more seafood selection, there is more meat and cheese selection. Those that could very well go in the middle for you to share, or you can have one and have it individually. That's completely up to you. Over the egg sections, what I like to recommend all the time is the poached eggs. The reason I like to do that, first of all, they are the best. Second of all, one egg portion makes it easier for you to try some other dishes as well. Moving on the right hand side over the waffles and pancakes, honestly, the biggest difference between these ones and the ones downstairs is actually the size. So instead of two small Mickey waffles, you're gonna get a big, huge Mickey waffle and two larger pancakes. So if we don't want to fill up with those, we can have them throughout the cruise. Personally, I wouldn't, but again, that's entirely your choice. Over the pizzas right underneath the waffles, the oak pizzas, they're all amazing. However, quite large, about 9 to 10 inch one pizza. So if we do want to try the pizza, we should just have it in the middle for you to share rather than do it individually.
Okay.
Now, pizzas we can actually combine as well. We can do half and half, two different styles. So just keep that. Okay? Now, my main focus is going to be on the entree section, the lunch section, because the best seller dish in the menu and the guest favorite will be the Parmesan crusted chicken breast on a bed of creamy risotto and a very nice tomato sauce. One of the longest lasting dishes in the menu since probably 98 since we opened our first Palo restaurant on the Magic. Everybody loves it, everybody's asking for it, but again it's for you to judge at the end. Right underneath we have another Italian tradition, our lasagna bolognese, layers of pasta with beef and pork ragu, bechamel sauce, tomato sauce. That's another dish you cannot go wrong with as much as you try. Don't forget we do have a dessert menu as well. Sorry, 3 calories menu at the end, and we'll talk about it a little later. I'll give you a couple of minutes for you to make a plan of action.
Cool.
Right.
Because I'm trying to think what.
I would like the meat one.
The what?
The meat and cheese one.
Is that the bottom one?
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah. That's a safer bet.
Do we need 2? Or do you want to split one of them?
We can have 2. I mean, at this point, it don't even matter. It's not like you're getting, charged for all of them. So.
Okay, so we'll just get 2 of those.
I think
the eggs we can handle on our own.
Yeah. I'm not going to get the waffles or pancakes.
Do you want to create one pizza with, different?
I think the goat cheese and sun-dried tomato sounds really good.
I do too.
Oh, we have a secret pizza. Well, not secret pizza. It used to be in the menu. Is this one with the grapes on it? Yeah, that's the one. It used to be a long time ago in the menu. Now, apparently, it's known as secret pizza. Whoever watching YouTube. Yeah, we definitely have the ingredients. So we have the grape and gorgonzola, which is an amazing pizza as well. It's got the pork wine reduction. If you wanna have half of that, with one of those.
You want to do that? That sounds good.
That one with the goat cheese one?
Like half and half?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm good with that. Because margarita and spicy sausage you can get.
Especially after last night, dude. That pasta was so spicy. I told him that
Don't ever do that again.
yeah, that was completely self-inflicted, but at the same time, I can't be too mad because I did tell him he could go a little bit with the spicy, but he cranked that up.
I wonder how spicy it would have been anyway.
Yeah, I wonder. We know for next time.
Probably a lot then.
Yeah.
Unless the chef was like, oh, you like spicy?
Oh, you want spicy? I'm gonna give you 7 pounds of chili flakes.
That's hilarious. What are you going to get for your entree? I'm just curious.
The ravioli first. The fact that he told us about the secret pizza is kind of cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently it's just what do you say, grape and gorgonzola?
Mm-hmm.
Grape and gorgonzola pizza used to be on the menu, but now it's not. So it's like a little secret menu type deal, but I'm not trying to be that guy, so he offered it, so,
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
In the waiting room currently. I guess you would call this a waiting room or
It's
like a lounge?
Meridian lounge outside of Palo and Remy. So we're waiting. We checked in. Just waiting for them to call us.
Oh, it's actually pretty nice in here. They have like wine tastings over there in the bar, and then everyone's just in here waiting for dinner.
I'm curious what your thoughts are. So most people prefer Palo to like this one or Ashanti on the Nation Station. That's kind of what the general feeling that I get. I think mine's flipped.
That might be awesome.
You remember Colette in your repertoire? We have a drinkable Colette starting with Grand Marnier, this beautiful liqueur made in Paris. The base will be cognac and is infused with lots of orange. Then Colette was a strong character woman. We have Ciroc. This is a French vodka. It's distilled from grapes. 5 times distilled. It's made in Bordeaux. And starting to celebrate your birthday, so a little champagne I guess is appropriate. A little or a lot, depends on your mood tonight. And here we go, Pommery, Brut.
Okay, thank you.
And when we say Brut, it means low sugar on the champagne, right? This is perfect to balance the sweetness of the Grand Marnier. Then caviar of cassis, or we can say the caviar of black currants. These beautiful pearls. Try to catch them on your last sips, bite them, give them this elegance of the berries. And lastly, pixie dust. Pixie dust from another movie. Right, I did Tinkerbell champagne, she gives me pixie dust. It's very good business we have it. Echiré is the name of the butter made in the little village in France. What they will do, go around several farms. On board we had Espelette. This is the orange. Espelette is a very mild chili pepper, let's say. Aromatic, not spicy at all. We have in the center just plain, and on the right with nori, which is a Japanese seaweed. Flower of salt or fleur du sel. Comes from Guérande. This is a city on the Atlantic coast of France. Very first layer, influence of the Atlantic breeze. A panel from Victorian Albert's in Grand Floridian Resort at Disney World. Last year they got the first Michelin star for sure, heading to the tree. You just need to go step by step. So tonight we are privileged to present 2 beautiful menus. On the left, Savou, which is the French, and on the right, the Goût, which is the American. And as you don't have any allergy, we are here to enjoy. Take 1 menu each and kind of share, swap your plates, try everything. I cannot pick one, they both have their winners.
I think I would rather have the green.
Okay, that's okay with me. I'll take the other one. So they split this into 2. There's a French side of the menu and an American side of the menu, and that's just based on the chef who designed the menu, like where their restaurants are located.
And then one of the chefs actually came from Victorian Albert's and made this menu specifically for Remy. And these are from one of his 3 Michelin star restaurants.
So the French chef is a 3 Michelin starred restaurant in France, and then
Victorian Albert's just got their first Michelin star last year, so
yes.
Technically we can't go wrong with either of these.
I think we can do that. I'll do the French side, and then you do that one, and then we'll just
And I
share.
love how they were showing us the wine collection, and they were saying that there's actually wine from the movie.
From Ratatouille in
And
there.
it's, how much is it, $12,000?
I think the second one was more than that.
That's insanity, that's a car. But I mean,
And she was like, if you buy it, just let me sniff it when you open it.
let me sniff it. That's insane.
That won't be happening, but I wish
no.
it could.
Yeah, no.
With cognac blend into a beautiful mousse, which we serve on a toasted macadamia nut.
So in Champagne, we use three main different Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, and Pinot Meunier. Some of the year when you have a really good Chardonnay, we will use 100% Chardonnay. And this Champagne we call as a Blanc de Blanc Champagne. So this is a 100% Chardonnay, known for the fresh and crisp, giving nice citrus and refreshing sense. Very elegant, very light Champagne to start.
Sear just on the top, served on a bed of, you have a lemon crouton, a confit of leeks, and the green around is sunfire or sea asparagus with this oceany little taste to it. The broth is miso and leek, basically, and on the side, a ceviche of scallop, served on a sauce couteau champenoise, champagne citrus cream, and you're gonna finish your warm scallop with the same couteau champenoise. All right. And on the American side, the Alaskan king crab, one of the toughest jobs in the world to catch this. The little tube is gently steamed, served on shellfish infused hollandaise sauce, little chives on top, and a charcoal of onion. On the side, served cold, you have a crab salad, served on a horseradish infused crème fraîche. On top, pickled daikon, and you have some asparagus shavings to bring a little crunchiness to it. Right? So what I would suggest, one is warm, another is cold. Kind of play with the temperature. Lemon, little watercress leaves, and to finish, we have our homemade mayo, which is infused with calamansi. Have you heard about calamansi before? Neither did I until I joined Remy. It's a citrus actually from Philippines, right? A crossbreed between orange lime. So you see what's going to bring. Toothfish, so now Australian fishermen, they have a tough job as well. South Australia until the 7th Arctic Ocean, and they go exclusively to find the toothfish, alright? Like I said, 3,000 plus meters deep in the water. And what I would suggest before you go for this, just have a small bite of the fish by itself. It's really amazing. 2 raviolos there, poppy seeds on the dough, and the farce made with leeks and fennel. The one on the right has a fennel salad underneath, and on top you have mousse of leeks and fennel. To finish this, we're gonna have sauce made with Pernod and fresh saffron. Pernod is this anise liqueur from France. That's a lot of complex flavors there. Bon appetit. Thank you.
It's one of the legendary champagnes. It's called Dom Pérignon, 2013 Serpentine Champagne. When it comes to champagne, we consider Dom Pérignon it's a classic. Also, there's a lot of story behind the champagne. So we consider the Dom Pérignon as a part of the champagne region. Here's Dom Pérignon. It's a vintage champagne. They are not making every year for Dom Pérignon. They only make when they see there's exceptional quality, and they will declare the vintage and they will make Dom Pérignon and age in the cellar for 8 years. So it's a very long aging process. So it's made to get a product Dom Pérignon, we have to wait up to 10 to 11 years.
Wow.
Because some of the year they will not make it. Like we have a 2013, then there's no 2014. And we have 2015, they just released for like maybe 3 months ago. So they aged very long. Known for the harmony, balance, and complex condition they do.
Thank you.
Where the turbo is wild caught, we're gonna get the whole fish on board, take both fillets. First we cure them with salt and citrus, just a couple minutes to remove the moist, bring some flavor. Sear the top part with a seaweed butter, same you have there. Underneath we serve it on a cauliflower mousse. On top you have cauliflower shavings. Let's say they play a little of the crunchy part of the dish, and around, really important, a mussel emulsion. We're gonna do a mussel jus and then season back with this beautiful emulsion. What I suggest, or what I would do, grab as much as you can of it. It's really a game changer here. And the quail comes as well from Southern European farms. Actually, it's called D'Artagnan, the company with pumps. Marinate the quail first with white miso, and then we roast the whole quail. Take the breast, sear the skin, and brush the skin with a cherry reduction. Right? A lot of work, just for a little piece. Served alongside with sun-soaked risotto, sunflower seeds toasted on top, as well as sun-soaked chips and black winter truffle. To finish this dish, we have our cherry and quail jus. Kind of links all these flavors. Right? Bon appetit.
Bella Pop 2014 rosé champagne. Mainly Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, known for the flora, more like a sakura flowers or white flower that you would find them. But on the palate, I should give you more of a pomegranate, raspberry, and the red cherry. Even the color looks very vibrant, beautiful with the cup. Enjoy the champagne.
Thank you.
We brush it with the garlic, parsley, rosemary, butter, touch of flour of salt. On the garnish side, a potato mousse. In the center of it is a cheese sauce made with ray paneer. This is a Dutch cheese, 2 years aged, nice twist to it. On the right side, our homemade granola, which has crispy guanciale or pork cheek mixed with it. As well, you have glass potato on top, and we finish with our tasso ham and bacon jus. Like I say, we have the puff pastry around, cooked 8 minutes, and inside, from top to bottom, sauteed spinach, seared squab breast, seared foie gras, seared pancetta, sun-dried tomato, and more spinach. Work of art. As a garnish, we have textures of turnip. The little Mickey Mouse there is a turnip mousse. On both sides, roasted turnip. In the center, pickled turnip served on a miso condiment and a little buckwheat chip. And we're gonna finish this with our squab jus. And I know it looks beautiful, but what we would suggest, face it down. It will absorb the jus and get the flavors up. And then cut vertically, so you have a bite of all these textures.
Okay, those main entrees, I can't choose which one's better. He asks us which one we prefer because we're sharing the French and the American menus. Before this, I think the American one is winning.
I think if we had to recommend one, if you can only choose one, I might say
I'm gonna go American.
to go with the American, but that does not mean that you would not also have winners with the other one. It's extremely good. We're talking about
Very like
hard
Wagyu
competition.
beef.
It's by like a sliver of the difference.
No, I think what put it over the top so far is is definitely the Wagyu beef. That was crazy. That's insane.
Comté, same you had on the little tartelette in the beginning, right? But here, just as it is, cow's milk. The one we have aged for 12 months, nutty grass almost flavor in it, and comes from Jura in the north of France. The other art cheese we will try is called Mimolette, right? Comes from Lille, 12 months aged as well. Has this orangey color because it's a seed mixed into it from Annie's family called Anato. Right, trying to bring a hint of fruitiness to it. On the double cream cheeses, the probably the most famous Brie de Meaux. Right, Meaux is the name of the little city. It comes just out of Disneyland Paris. I like to say the Mickey Mouse Brie. And the brother of the Brie, the Camembert. Right, difference. The resting they have, it's not the aging because it takes just weeks. Couple more weeks and it intensifies a little bit the flavor and the texture. Right. Now on the triple cream. Do you know the difference between double and triple cream?
Do not.
So when you go shopping, usually on the label you will read double or triple cream. 100% milk, cream added to the process on the triple cream. We're gonna raise the level of fat, and of course we raise the level of happiness. So we have here the Délice Bourgogne from Burgundy. This is like the cloud cheese, really.
Wow. Yeah.
And then we have the Saint André. Saint André from Normandy, which mainly is the triple cream version of the camembert, let's say. Hint of mushroomy flavor there. Now, we only have one goat, so I'm gonna give a little slice to both. This is probably my personal favorite of all. From Loire Valley, because his goats is like fresh, is a little citrus, and has this darker round. It's actually rubbed with vegetable hashes. They were used to preserve the cheese in the old times. And now on the blue, we have two blues here. Let's start with the Fourme d'Ambert. Dates back to the Roman times in France, one of the oldest French cheeses. Cow's milk blue, alright? So great starting line to understand these complex flavors. Everything which is cow, then we have goat, and then we have sheep's milk when you compare flavors there. On the last one, we're gonna enjoy a piece of Roquefort. And as I said, sheep's milk blue cheese, crumbly, salty, wet, punch in the face kind of blue cheese, alright? Both of them, of the blues and the goat, gonna go extremely well with raw honey. Raw honeycomb. And actually it's the only thing which is not French here, comes from Florida. From the bees farm. Really good honey. And as well, a couple dry figs. You know, dry fruits, they work really well. Just have a little bite between your cheese, kind of helps it to cleanse the palate as well. Dry apricots.
One of the James Bond favorite champagne. Because Bollinger is similar to Cru, the one that you like in the second champagne. It's the mainly based on the Pinot Noir. But the difference is, if you a little bit more fruitier side, so you get more about yellow stone fruit, a little bit more pronounced on the nose palate. And the Cru is all about the barrel fermentation. Here's the Bollinger. It's 70% of the wine will be doing a barrel fermentation, and 30% will be in stainless steel. That's why you're getting balance with the fruitiness and oaky. It's very, very complex. Even more about pear, and so apricot, that's your green apple that you have.
I'm not sure it's cool.
Thank you.
What else was there?
So in our beautiful Christoffel egg tartlet, sweet dough crust, crunchy caramel praline, raspberry jam, milk chocolate, and a couple of fresh raspberries. We have chocolate bonbon, a couple different flavors inside, like praline, citrus, green tea, and then we have pineapple, honey, pâte de fruits, as well as a raspberry pâte de fruits with citric sugar.
We started hiding our ducks. There's the first guy. C3PO. Then I have Vader and a Lilo and Stitch duck. Well, I see that there's a Star Wars backdrop, so I think that's where we're gonna put it. Vader right there. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put little guy right there.
That is the end of our day of fine dining on board the Disney Fantasy, and I know we didn't go too much in depth of each dish, but everything was fantastic. Our top 3 entrees from Palo have to be the caviar eggs benedict, the infamous Parmesan crusted chicken, and the lava cake. Not too heavy, but a first great meal to start the day. On to Remy. With it being split between the French and the American menus, we both agree that the American menu is the winner. It's not a runaway victory by any stretch, but as each course came out, we thought the American dishes had a little bit more texture and variety. The American had more meat options, where the French had more fish options, but it really came down to the desserts. The French dessert was this chocolate brittle with a lot of cocoa nib shavings on top that made it really dry and crunchy and not really that pleasing. Versus the banana cheesecake on the American menu, that was a good balance of sweet and decadent. I do recommend the champagne add-on, but by all means the meal would have been just as good without it, but it does elevate the experience quite a bit. It is an upcharge of around $130, but it is a good value considering the bottles that they select for this could run around $100, so at least with this you're getting variety. Both menus are fantastic, and if you are a party of 2 or more, we recommend sharing and seeing which one you like. If you're a party of 1, we would definitely prefer the American menu. Out of these 2 popular options on board, I think Remy is the winner for me. Brunch is brunch no matter which way you try to cut it, so I think Remy has it based off of the very detailed menu and the story behind each item. But where Palo really shines is that it's quick. Remy is almost 2.5 hours, but paced very well. But Palo really is the unsung hero of quick luxury dining. If you're looking for the ultimate splurge, Remy is an experience we recommend 100%. If that's outside of what you're looking to spend, Palo will still be a more than viable option. Tomorrow, we're finally at Lookout Key. We explore everything from the gorgeous beaches, giant limestone cliffs, and we find the lighthouse that gives this beautiful island its name. We check out the dining options and see if they have solved the fly situation we've all heard so much about. After lunch, we head to the Goombay Cultural Center for the daily Junkanoo celebration and see some friends along the way. To end the day, we head back to the ship for our final Palo dinner of the sailing. See you real soon.